So I'm here with BTCC driver Jason Plato.
Oi, I was a legend last year, now I'm just a driver.
So Jason, you just done qualifying. So you just done qualifying and you've qualified third, which is very good. But you could say Aron Smith did to you what you did to Alan Menu all those years ago.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Yeah, I guess you could. Yeah, I guess you could say that. You know, he got a bit more out of his car than I managed to get out of mine.
Do you know a reason why that would have been?
Well, I don't know if Aron had any problems, but we did. We had a very almost identical issue with the power steering as we had on the media day, which we lost an hour, which the power steering in qualifying was intermittently on and off, and not just intermittently on and off over say a lap, but in a corner, on and off, on and off, on and off. So we've got this power steering issue. We've had it. We're now in year 4 in NGTC. And it's the 4th year we're having problems with it. I believe Colin had some power steering problems as well. So yeah, you know, we didn't get the best out of the car. So we've got to work on that really. We've got to get, you know, we've got to try and cure these steering issues.
Now, race 1 tomorrow, you start P3. The new rules for the grid order for race 2, will that be playing on your mind during race 1?
Do you know, it's a difficult one there because, you know, there's two kind of mindsets on that rule. If you expect to be at the sharp end all the time, and you need to score big points on all the races, then actually you can't really think too much about that lap time business. Whereas if you're someone, to give you a great example is Warren, obviously didn't take part in qualifying. He's going to find himself some space and try and put the best lap time he can to get his best grid position for race 2. We don't have that luxury because we're in the pack and we've got a race. You know, we're going to try and get the best lap we can, but ultimately over the course of the year I think the finishing positions will probably yield, you know, more important than the starting position in race 2. I mean, if we're in the train, we'll be going as fast as the train's going, and if someone has been a bit cute further back, okay, you know, they might get a decent grid position for one race meeting out of the 3 over the race weekend, but we can't really have that same mindset. Frustratingly, these new regulations, I think, will put a bigger hindrance between first and second, because the guy who's leading can get his head down and get the best lap time. Often the person that's in second place might not be able to do that because they might be in a bit of traffic or they haven't got a clear road ahead of them. So I think it's actually a bigger help for the guys who's leading the race. Whereas last year if you came second in race 1, then you'd be second in race 2. Whereas if you're leading race 1 and you get the opportunity to put a good lap time in, this is obviously, you know, valid now because everyone's on base weight. When the weights start, you know, getting adjusted, then that's when it gets tricky because, you know, let's just catapult ourselves forward to Donington. If you're leading the championship at Donington, then you'll start race 1 with 75 kilos on. Are you going to do a lap time? Probably not. So I guess what I'm saying is none of us really know how that's going to play out yet, but certainly we've just got to think about finishing races as high up as we can rather than thinking about the lap time thing.
And you spoke about the weights. Have you had a chance to test your car with the full 75 kilos of ballast on, see how it affects it?
Yeah, most of the pre-season testing we've been doing with, you know, 45 kilos plus. Sometimes we ran with maximum 75. Sometimes we've ran with 45, just to get a feel what the car's going to do. Because I think the most important thing is throughout the year, you know, it's more important to have a car which is set up and has a good balance with weight, with more than 45. Because if you're doing well in the championship, that's how heavy your car's going to be during qualifying in race 1. So, you know, most of our testing has been done with the weight because that's where we figure we're gonna be carrying weight for most of the year.
And finally, come into this round with 88 wins. What do you think the chances of you coming out with this weekend with 90?
90, you say, not 89. You never know. I mean, you know, we're competitive. We're at the sharp end of the grid. We all need to wait and see how much the BMW spears off on the distance tomorrow. I predict it will do. And if it does that, then we won't get another win. It's business as usual for me, you know. If there's a win there, then I'll have it. If the win's not quite on, then I'll try really hard to make it is on. And if there isn't a chance of a win, I'll still have a go anyway.
Okay, thank you very much for your time, Jason, and very good luck for the races tomorrow.
You're welcome.